Okay, I need to send this link. Share. Let's see. Okay. Hi, everyone. This may look like a disaster, but it's okay, right? Maybe I can get my phone to stay. I don't know. Shoot. Oh, I can stay. Come on. Nope. Make sure I'm not in here. I'm not driving. Okay. Hello, everybody. I hope that vibration is not bugging you. So I hope people get redirected to this link. I had technical difficulties trying to get this video or to go live because I only have my phone. I don't have my laptop with me. So yeah, whoops, my bad. But this week we are going to reflect on fear, the subject of last week, and kind of go into that, and then also go into a couple more things after that, and kind of just roll into a couple things. So with fear being our topic last week, it was really like something that's crazy that people don't like to talk about or go into. Like, people don't see what their fears are right off the bat at all. People don't recognize them, and they kind of push them aside like, no, I'm not scared of that. But I know there's things, like, especially in my life, like I fear being a bad wife. I fear being a bad dog mom. I fear being a bad friend. I think my biggest fear is not living up to the potential that I could possibly live up to in my life. And that scares me a lot because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. And so I wonder if I can see comments. I don't know. But those are just some of like the key things that I know that like scare me, and that I know that I need to face and work on. Being a good friend is something that's really hard because I fear being a bad friend. But then there's also like a line of like, you have to take care of yourself as well. So I've just become more self-aware of responding to people and making sure that I'm giving my friends and people that I care about my all when I do show up for them. And so that's like been really important to me, and I've been really focused on trying to do that and work on that a little bit more. So then going from fear into like fear of running a business is also kind of like a big deal. And I think that a lot of us get stuck in this, like, we are in a generation now where like entrepreneurship is incredibly popular and it's powerful, and the things that you do and that you feel will be of assistance or happiness to other people, that's a fact. Like, if you feel in your heart that what you have and your product, your coaching, your whatever it might be, those things are important, and I want you to know that you can go for it. If you want to write a book, write the dang book, because somebody else out there, if it's one person or 5 million people, they need to hear it, then that's amazing. And if you are able to jump on that and get past that fear of your dreams and aspirations that you want to reach, that is going to be huge in your life. Because when you're 87 years old and you're sitting in your rocking chair, I was just visiting my grandma. We're literally in the parking lot of my grandma's retirement home. She's 88 years old, but she doesn't seem like she has a regret in the world, and that's amazing. Like, that's what I want to be. Like, I want to make sure that I live up to my full potential and my calling in life. And by putting aside, or not necessarily putting aside, but facing those fears of sucking up being a business leader and things like that. Rachel talked a lot about, sucking for a while. Like, you have to push through and persevere through the sucky part where you're learning and you're growing, and you're always going to continuously grow and learn things, but you have to suck first. Like, you have to be at rock bottom at some point. And I think that's huge to understand, because we always think, especially with the society around us, that we have to be perfect all the time. And that's not the way it has to be. We can show up as ourselves and be humble but proud of these things, of the things that we feel are important to bring to this world, to lift each other up, not put each other down. And I think that leads me into my next point of, we have to build that brand. We have to face those fears in order to build that brand. I have faced those fears of not being good enough, especially for my team as a coach. And I haven't been able to do this well at all. Like, I'm facing the fears, like, you know what? I want to show up when I'm telling them I'm showing up. Key example right here. I told you guys that I was going to show up today at 6 p.m. And yeah, it sucked because I did have to leave my grandma's house a little bit earlier than I thought. But you know what? I told you guys I was going to be here. I committed my time to you guys, to be here for you, to show up and bring my best. And that's exactly what I'm here to do. I may be sitting in my car, and Shane might be sitting over here looking at me like I'm a maniac. Berkeley might be in the back being a weirdo. But I'm here, and I showed up for you guys, and I showed up for myself, because I made a promise to myself to be here. And my identity has just transformed in this last month or so with making these changes in my life, drinking my water. I drink so much water, it's stupid. I've never had to pee so much on a road trip. We always have to stop and pee. Shane's like, really? I'm like, yeah, the dog has to pee too. So, but it's just like, my identity, my thing, like my brand, my just overall everything in my life has transformed into something so much better, so much greater now. And I want you guys to understand, like, facing those fears is so important in your life. And whether it be a personal fear or a business fear, you facing those things and taking them on and learning how to work with them and deal with them and make them go away is powerful. And branding with a business, so we'll focus on business stuff right now. So like I said, like, I'm showing up. I have made a commitment to myself to show up in our group every single day. I have not missed a day of posting. No matter how many people comment, no matter how many people see it, no matter how many people like it, I don't care about any of those things anymore. Because you know what? I promised myself that I would show up every single day for you guys, and that I would be there no matter what time it is. Because some days I post at 6 a.m., some days I post at 10 p.m. Because that's the craziness of my life, but I show up every day. And I'm there for you guys all the time. Like, I'm there for you, and when I check my stuff, I'm there for you, and I see you, and I want to be of help. And I'm setting up, different coaching opportunities for you guys to take on, to spend an hour with me and break these things down so that you can face those fears and that you can create your own brand. And like, my brand has become more me, less Beachbody and business. Like, I'm not claiming to be this fantastic Beachbody coach that has it all together and knows all the things, and I never really was, but I was like trying to be that person. I was trying to make Beachbody be my identity, and that is not how I need to do it. And I noticed that early on when I was really discouraged by things that were happening in my business, and I was like, you know what, this does not define me. I need to figure out my why. I need to figure out my branding and who I want to bring onto this team to make it something that I am so proud of. And I already have been working on it so hard these last 6 or 7 months. And I've been signing people up and helping people change their lives. But now that I'm showing up for myself, I am providing habits that you can change. And this is all with the help of Rachel Hollis. Like, she might not know it, but she's a mentor for sure, because she just opened my eyes about like changing your habits and making promises to yourself and committing to yourself and those things. And just things like that, like just living your best life for real. Like, I came up with the name Best Life Inspired Team, Be Lit, because we lit. And like, because I feel it in my heart that is something, like, that's what I want to be able to show up and say, yeah, my team is the best life inspired team, because we show up, we want to be the best version of ourselves every single day for all the people and all the things, and that makes us happy and that gives us joy in our hearts. And so my brand has really transformed into helping people for free, because I'm a coach. I'm here to help you, and I'm here to help you grow, and I want to see you succeed, and I want to provide that healthy space for you to go to and not feel like, oh, I have to buy something to be her friend. I have to buy something to be involved with that. That's not where, especially Kelly and I, since we're kind of teaming up with this team, like, that's where we're coming from. Like, we want to help you. We want to be your friend. We want to walk through this with you and provide these tools and just equip you with different things to succeed in wherever you want to succeed in, whether it's drinking your water, whether it's eating healthy. And then we also have meal plans and workouts that we can offer you. Like, it's basically our tools to provide to you, but we have to show up as ourselves first, and learning that and knowing that is so beneficial. So if you are considering running a business, wanting to join in on the team, like the team aspect of like doing the workouts, drinking the shakes, doing the things, becoming a product of the product, and sharing your life in that way, that's awesome. Hit me up if that's where you're at, because we can make things happen and we can all join together to create this incredible community. That is my goal, is to create a community of amazing women who want to encourage each other, help each other make better choices, habits, and self-care, and all the things. Just all the things. So, with all of that being said, face your fears, friends. I know it's hard. I know it's not easy, but really, like, when you break it down, I have prayed and prayed and prayed over a lot of my fears, and I still, okay, I'll be honest, I haven't wrote them down. I did not do Workbook Wednesday because I really was like, okay, I don't know if I know what fears to write down. Like, I'm not scared of nothing. Yeah, well, when you think about it, you put a little bit more time into it, you realize, okay, I am scared of failing. I'm scared of not being enough for so-and-so or so and whatever, and things like that. And so I'll end up writing them down at some point. But I have been really praying and thinking about them and being more self-aware of, how can I make that change then? How can I be a better wife? Okay, I can be a better wife by loving my husband where he's at, rather than loving him for who I wish he was or the things I wish he would do. I'm loving him for where he's at. Huh?
Beer gut.
Loving him for his beer gut, he says. Yeah, amen to that. I need some work on that one. Just kidding. And just like things like that, like, pray about, if that's what you want to do, pray to whoever you pray to, or think about whoever, whatever, and just transform your life. You have the power to transform your life no matter what. You are in control of how your day goes by the attitude you provide and how you walk into this life. So I just want you guys to all know, face your fears. Face your fears of a potential business, or your potential and create a brand based on that. And if you need help with branding, facing your fears, doing all of the other things, let me know. Take up that whole free coaching that I posted the other day. Take that all up, like soak it in, have meetings with me, chat with me. Let's break this stuff down. Let's help you get to where you want to be, or set you up so that you know where you're going and how you're going to get there. So let me know if you guys ever want to talk or whatever. Set up a meeting with me. We got this. We can do it. And I just want you guys all to know that I believe in you and that you're going to have an amazing rest of the week. And thanks for having some grace with me for this being totally not normal and not on the right link. So enjoy. I love y'all. Talk to you later.